Holly. I am a self-taught student of love. I am bold. I am full of ambition. I want to teach people to live a life of kindness and love. I am supported, confident, capable, and aware. I spread love and encourage people to use their voices. I love when I help others know their greatness.
So I knew really early when Holly was born that there was something just a little bit different. And we had a rough her first couple of years. She spent a lot of time in the NICU at the hospital. And at age 2, she was diagnosed with, at that time, was called severe profound mental retardation. And that's when we entered what I called Neverland, when the doctor said she's never gonna walk, she's never gonna talk, she's never going to do all the things that a typically developing person would do. Well, that's all we kind of needed to hear to ignite this life of possibility with Holly. And indeed, Holly's most challenging situation is that she has this pretty severe seizure disorder, and most of her life she's had about 200 seizures a day. We got those under control when she was in high school, and but she never was able to verbally find her voice. And so Holly's been nonverbal her entire life. But the awesome thing is about 5 or 6 years ago, she became unlocked by typing on a keyboard or on an iPad. And what she has to say is absolutely amazing. About 6 months into Holly's experience of learning to type, she was typing only with a professor from CU at the time, who was a specialist in this discipline.
The one who discovered her.
Yeah. And so it was a slow process, many years, and it would take, 20 minutes to type one word. Well, within 6 months, she was able to put a few words together and form a full sentence. And one of the very first sentences that Holly typed was, "I want a platform to teach about love." Unbelievable comment. Yeah. And perfect spelling, perfect grammar, everything. So I asked her, well, what would that look like? Then this is what you're doing. Would you like to be a teacher or an author or a public speaker? And she typed, "I want to write a song. And that song will be called God Will Sing You Home."
She said she thought a lot about the title.
Yeah. So we embarked with a wonderful songwriter, Megan Burt, and Holly wrote a song called God Will Sing You Home. And through that process, just the whole evolution of her being was clear. And Aubrey, being Holly's best friend and photographer, was capturing all of this transformation of Holly as Holly was writing this song. So through that process of writing the song, then the big news, wonderful next project was Holly wrote a book called Just Because I Can't Talk Doesn't Mean I Don't Have Anything to Say. And so Holly released that book in 2012. And it is between the song being an anthem of love and acceptance and her book about inclusivity and being integrated in the community in a way that's meaningful, she's just continues to share amazing insights with the whole world. So when Holly was finishing up her book, and we really needed kind of a book, the final parentheses, if you will, what Holly typed was, "Love the people on your path. Your kindness matters."
Every chance we get to share that mantra, we do. So I'll go grocery shopping with Holly or go to the mall, and she will reach over and embrace the checkout person. That person was having a bad day and they really needed that today. And I say, "This is Holly. She can't speak, but she has a lot to say, and she wants to tell you that your kindness matters, and love the people on your path today and always."
So I have an example. Last Sunday, we went to breakfast with Grandma at Panera. Okay. And it's a typical Sunday at Panera. A lot of people, a lot of activity, and Holly is excited to be where all the people are. She is the most classic extrovert in a nonverbal body, so she wants to be where everybody is. So I'm pretty tasky. I've got my mom I'm handling, and because she's elderly, and got Holly, I'm moving the plates around, and by golly, Holly is bound and determined she's not going to sit at the table that we are sitting. And I realized that she had seen somebody across the room, a 20-something woman who was sitting alone and eating breakfast by herself. And once I realized that's what was activating Holly's extra energy, was that she could not live with herself, knowing that there was somebody 3 tables away who was sitting alone. So we went over, took the keyboard, Holly did her love introduction, and then she typed, I'd like to invite you to join us for breakfast. And so the 20-something came over and sat with me and my mom and Holly, and we had breakfast together. And that's Life with Holly, and how she spreads love and hope and connectedness and togetherness is what she does.
Awesome.
One of the things Holly typed explained to us a year or so ago is that her message is not a message about disabilities. Her message is for anybody who's ever been unseen or unheard in any manner. And that's what she continues to share with us, is that the world needs this platform about love, acceptance, and hope. So she wrote a few things that Aubrey would share,
Yes.
and this is all Holly's typing.
I discovered that you have to believe in yourself. I had to defeat my thoughts that it's too hard. And that others thought I can't know how to read or type, but they could not know that I was learning my whole life. I learned not to doubt myself and that it's okay to go slow. You can learn from me that it doesn't matter how scared you feel. You can still say what you need to say. I think people need to know that I push myself to keep going. And people along the way encouraging me helps. You are more capable than you think. If I can, you can. You have a voice. Use it. I didn't know I would ever be discovered, but I found my voice. It took 22 years, but I had faith and I got there. I think that my life has had a lot of milestones. I think being told that I was not like other kids was the first. I think you should know that in life, people will try and tell you who you are, but you don't have to listen to them. I feel that I know who I am for real. So when people say stuff now, I don't listen. The people I listen to are the ones that love me. When people love you really well, they tell you things that help you. Please know you are on a good path. And you can learn from me and what's happened in my story to push ahead. And that can fuel you going forward. Love is powerful. Self-love is the most powerful place to start.
Do you have a comment, Holly? Would you like to comment on that?
I love sharing my story.
Thank you, Holly. We love hearing your story. It is awesome.